I was saying, usually we get a lot of for that episode that I watched. I'm gonna try and get it and tell you guys what I mean. So first of all, the ladies were like, "Love an emotional man, etc, etc." They're giving people fives, whatever. And then this one particular guy had lost his friend recently. And then they were asked a question, when was the last time you cried? And the guy actually cried. And I felt for him. And then they gave him a five. Was it a five or a four? And then when you're asked why did you give him that number, they say, no, I felt like he was too emotional for my liking. Woman! You're the one who said you wanted an emotional man. Oh no, we ladies, we aren't as nice to men as they can be to us. Granted, they're not all good, they're not all nice, but ladies feel comfortable to dunk on men than men feel comfortable to dunk on women. That's just my thought. Don't come crucifying me, because I love you. So, let's see.
You rate sex with Mia?
It's like a 6.
A 6?
Yeah, it's like not bad sex. That's all I can really say. You got what you wanted a lot more than I did.
Mine. Jen, what attracted you both together?
So he's not my type at all. So so it was only after that he grew on me, then I was like, I do like taller, bigger guys.
Okay.
Yeah. So then now he's very attractive to me.
Yeah, it's like the same thing. We started as best friends, and then so I never got attracted to her whatsoever. And then it just grew. You know, it's that love, that bond that we had.
We were together for 8 years.
And we broke up about 3 years ago. We broke up because of trust issues and respect issues for each other and communication.
Okay, the next prompt is, my family and friends thought I could do better. Make your split decisions in 3, 2, 1.
It's gonna be a tough one to listen to.
Go ahead and turn around.
Wow.
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 Interesting. Okay. Luna, you say, yes, your friends and family thought you could do better. Tell us more.
My family liked Dane. It was more so my friends knowing of situations that we had been through.
Do you have an example?
So, remember New Year's Eve in New Orleans?
Okay, now this is also another thing that I'm usually concerned about, like talking about everything to your friends, because you know in that moment when you're upset, you say a lot of bad things to them. Me as your friend, let me tell you, I'll just be looking at that guy when if he's come with a bouquet of flowers and he's taking you to a trip in a nice beachy area. I'll just be looking at him like, look at him trying to overcompensate. I'll not even see the good in him. So sometimes I usually wonder, maybe you guys can tell me, I usually wonder, to what limit should I share with my friends? To what boundary? You know, because sometimes I think when we overshare, it becomes overbearing. Like people, like she's saying, her parents liked him, because of course there's some things you can't tell your parents, but her friends didn't, and they thought she could do better. And for us ladies, we're always like, good girl, you can do better. Men, the nice and good men that I've known, they usually tell each other, no, you can go and solve the problem this way, this way, this way. For girls, they're just usually like encouraging each other. It's positive, but we're telling each other we can do better. This guy is constantly doing this. And the thing that I feel is, sometimes when you're meeting someone, I don't know what you've experienced, maybe she'll mention something. Sometimes when you met someone, you've been singular individuals, if that makes sense. And you've had previous experiences, so that shapes your thought process, etc. So before the two of you become in sync, you have to take time and understand that probably he's not doing this because he doesn't love me, he's just doing it because he doesn't understand me so far. But if he persists over time, then, you know.
Yeah.
I was pretty angry.
We went to a show and we came back and I had said something that upset him. He kind of threw a fit and he just walked out the door, and I ended up spending New Year's alone that night at my friend's house because everybody else was off doing stuff. So I was just kind of crying in the bed by myself and had no idea where he went just because of it. small argument that had ensued earlier.
Okay, and then, so your friends know about that kind of stuff.
It, made them think less of him for sure.
I was not the best on that New Year's, and I am very aware that her friends weren't too fond of me after that, for sure. And that was just like getting close to the end of our relationship. But my friends and family really liked Luna, and
Not all of them liked me.
yeah.
Yeah, no.
So Ray, your friends and family
No,
thought
it's
you
mutual.
could do better?
And
Yes. You never really met any of my family, but all of my friends think that you took advantage of me and like didn't appreciate all the things that I did for you. They also found out about the PowerPoint that you made about my red flags after our first date.
That's so funny.
Isn't it hilarious?
It's not
The PowerPoint?
Yeah, she made a PowerPoint of my red flags after our first date, and she went through it with her friends, and then
We were drunk.
eventually I found out, and I like told my friends like, haha, and they were like, hey, that's actually not okay. So
Mia, why did you say yes?
The way that you would speak to me sometimes wasn't okay. Like you almost had no filter to a point where you were just being mean to me all the time.
yeah, that's
And I was like, damn, this sucks. Like I love you.
yeah, that's
you know?
my fault. My bad. Grew up in a crazy household.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
sorry.
I think you were just working through some stuff, and my friends just saw how that affected me. But they love you now.
The next prompt is, I cheated on my ex. Make your split decisions in 3, 2,
now
1.
this I want to see.
Okay, go ahead and turn around.
Oh my god, what's happening to my tabs?
Jen, you're on yes.
Yeah. So we were just really young. We dated since high school. We realized that we had very different love languages, and then I was just always constantly searching that in other people. But yeah, I messed up, and then I hurt him a lot because I'm also his first girlfriend and everything, and so everything really came crashing down hard
How
after.
did you find out?
It was a friend that we hung out with in a group for I think about 3 years or so. She talked to him and he talked to her behind my back. So then the girl that was with that guy at that time, I found out from her because she sent me messages that they deleted from each other. So it hurt, really, really, really bad because I'm a guy of respect, and then that's kind of disrespecting me.
And you were in love with her?
Yeah, it was. I mean, she was my first, and then I thought she was my last too.
What was it that made you want to cheat on him?
I don't know, I always told him, when we started being together, I was like, I hate cheaters, I got cheated on before too. I think it was just more environmental factors, how I am with my family, I'm just this perfect person, and then I think I always wanted to self-destruct, self-sabotage, but he was literally everything I ever had, he was the best person, best boyfriend, he treated me right, our love language was very different, but he loved me, and I know that he loved me, but then I don't know what happened, and that's my biggest regret.
After the cheating, I tried to make it work, but it was still in my mind. The trust was gone.
Is there a chance?
I mean, there's always a possibility.
The next prompt is, since our separation, I've been with someone who's better in bed.